So hello, good day guys, welcome to this wonderful tutorial. My name is Sheikh Peter and I'll be teaching you Figma and how you can actually use Figma to design websites and app. So stay tuned to this wonderful tutorial because it will actually teach you a lot about Figma. So coming to my screen here, you see we have an account here, your Gmail account. So the first thing you have to do is actually search for Figma on your web. So you might actually be using a Microsoft Edge or Chrome. So just search it on any. I'm using Microsoft Edge, so I'll prefer Microsoft Edge, but any browser you're actually using, it's okay. So when you search for Figma on your browser, it will actually bring the first link. Click on the first link and it will actually bring you to this page. Make sure you sign up so it will bring you to this page. So come to this page here. The first thing I want to show you is actually we can actually change the theme of the website of Figma. So you can change it to light theme, and you can change it to dark mode, like dark mode, but I'll prefer dark mode. So, and again, what you can also do with Figma is that we actually have the Explore community in Figma. That is one of the things you should know about. So clicking on the Explore community, as a beginner, I will lovely advise you to always come to your Figma community and check for different inspirations, like inspirations that has been designed, or websites, mobile apps that has been designed by professional in the industry. So when you just come and search in the search bar here for, if you want to do a splash screen, an onboarding screen, a web screen, a landing page, it will be actually easy for you. When you just search for it, you see some jobs that some professionals have done in the Figma. So let's go back. So the next thing you have to do now is come to your design file. So when you come to your design file, you just open a file. So now we've opened our Figma and this is our page that will be working on with doing your designs and everything you want to do. So the first thing we have here, we have different commands and options here. So we have the file, new design file. You want to create another file to start working on, new figure file, new from sketch file, place image, save local copy. So there are many things we'll be talking about. So we have different ones here. We have the plugins. Note, plugins is one of the major things we'll be using on Figma. So just note it down. Plugins. We have widgets, preferences, libraries, and all. So now, first thing you have to notice when it comes to this arrows-like section, we have the move tool. So the move tool is actually one of the major tools we use in Figma, because that's what we'll be using to move any objects or any item we're actually designing in Figma. We also have the scale tool. So now, what is actually the difference between the move tool and the scale tool? Now let me show you the difference. Coming to the second box, let's pick a shape. Let's pick a shape triangle. Let's pick a shape triangle. If we come to the move tool and select the shape, and let's say we want to decrease the size, you see it's not actually decreasing the size equally. If you want to decrease the left side, you see it's not equal. But if we use the scale tool, you notice if we decrease the size, everything is equal. It decreases all sides equally. So that is the major difference between this move tool and the scale tool. So that's it for that. And coming to the next box, we have the frame, section, and slice. Okay, so we're talking about the frame and we're talking about the section. So for the sake of this tutorial, we'll be talking about the major key places, major tools we'll be using in your designs because of time. So for the frame, when you click on frame and you come to this design panel, you see we have design and prototype. But as a beginner, we'll start with the design. So you can notice, you see the frame here. So you can notice this is phone. So we have different measurements for phone. So Now this is iPhone 14 and 15 Pro Max. This is iPhone 14 and 15 Pro Max. This is iPhone 13 and 14, iPhone 14 Plus, iPhone 13 mini. So these are different measurements for phones depending on the type of screen you want to design. So don't forget, we actually have the phone, that is a mobile app, designing a mobile app with the size of a phone. And when you check down, you see we have the tablets. So, and after a tablet, we have desktop. So these are the three types of different skin we use when designing. So when you click on the tablets, you see we have different types of tablet measurements. And when if you want to design a website, so when you click on desktop, you notice that desktop wireframe, you understand. So you notice desktop is designed for a website. You understand? When you're designing for a website, like, so the screen will be visible on the laptop screen, the fit size. So now that is all for it. So when you click on the frame, let's work with a phone. So let's click on iPhone 14 and 15 Pro Max. So this is the measurement of iPhone 14 and 15 Pro Max. Don't forget, any design you'll be doing will be inside the iPhone 14 and 15 Pro Max frame. So come here, you see we have a section. So what is the major job of a section? So a section, when we draw a section, things we can actually do is that we can actually bring our frame inside our section. We can bring our frame inside our section to make it visible, to make it more visible. Because if you notice, if we put the frame in the section, you see we can actually see what we are designing clearly and freely. So the next tool we'll be talking on is the shapes. So for the shapes, one thing you have to know, you can just draw shapes. You can draw a square, you can draw a line. So you can draw a line, see, you can draw a line. You can also draw arrows, ellipse, that is circle. You can draw them. You can draw a polygon, you can draw a star. You can even place image in your videos, like copying image into this file. So you can do things like that. So one thing again you have to know is your pen tool. So your pen tool, when you click, you drag, you leave it, you click, you drag. You see, so you can use a pen tool to actually draw things. So when you double click on it, it actually stops. So your pencil tool, you can use a pencil tool to draw anything you want to draw on your Figma. You want to draw like charts, anything you want to draw on your Figma, you can use your pen tool to draw it. So one important feature again in our design will be our text. So you can actually add text to your design. Like let's actually say we're adding Figma. Let's say we're adding this. So coming here, we can just write Figma. So now when you write Figma, when you come to your design panel, you notice there are different things here. So this is X, this is Y, this is the weight and the height. So if you can change the weight and the height. So coming down, you see this is our text, our font. You can change the font to any font of your choice. So you can change to any font of your choice. Well, I'll be leaving it as Inter. So we also have regular. So you can see you can change the weight of your font and the thickness of your font. So it might be the same: extra light, regular, medium, semi bold, bold, extra bold, black. So you can just, so I'll leave it as medium, regular. So one thing you have to notice here, you can also increase the size of your text. You can increase the size of your text. So this is 12. I can just say 40. Okay, I can say 40. You see, we've actually increased the size of the text. I can say 40. I can reduce it to 35. See, you can actually reduce the size of our text. So now this is paragraph spacing and auto width. Auto width actually means you can, so the text will be actually compounded together. So let's just use an example. Let's draw a line. let's just write something like Figma. You can see the line, this border line and this text are not actually together. So but if we select it and use this function, you see it fits it. It actually put it to a fitness. It actually fits it. So these are features we'll be we'll be describing in our tutorial. So you can also change the hue. So this is white, you can change it to black, you can change it to red, you can change it to any color, you can change it to ash, you can change it to any color of your choice. One thing you can also do again is use your eyedropper. So this eyedropper tool actually copies color from another component or from another object into the object you actually selected or you're actually working on. So when you click on it, you see, if I click on white, it's automatically changed to what? To white. Okay, so that's it for now. So now the next tool we'll be talking on is our plugins. So this is our resources. So when you click on resources, you see we have plugins. So plugins actually has different jobs they do. So under plugins, there are many plugins. You just have to do research on them and know how to use your plugins very well. So this plugin here, so I have some safe plugin. So this plugin here named Aquanify. What is Aquanify? Aquanify is actually a plugin that comprises of different icons. So when designing and you're looking for an icon to use, so let's click on it. Let's click on it and see what it actually gives us. So you can see it has different icons. It has, so we can just search for home icon and search for it, and you can see it's actually giving us home icon. So when you just click on it, come down here, import icon, you see it's our icon has been imported into our Figma file. Our icon has been imported into our Figma file. So that is one of these. So there are different plugins and they have different jobs. So I'll be talking about one more plugin. So this one more plugin will be Unsplash. So when working with Unsplash is basically adding image to your design. Okay, so now for example, let's say want to do a profile picture of a design. Okay, so when we come here, we go to the ellipse, and when we draw our ellipse, so a circle like, so when we click on it, you click on the object, go to your plugins, click on Unsplash, and it will be loading. Okay, so just wait, let it load. Okay, so now we have our Unsplash panel here. So now you search on it, image, just search for image or anything. If it's a male image, a female image, or anything you want to actually add to your design. So going through this, let's see what we can add. So you can just, if you want to actually add this image to this circle, okay, so let's actually use the female. So after selecting the object in your Figma file, just click on the object in Unsplash. So when I click on it, you'll see what happens. You see we actually created a profile. You see we actually imputed power clipped the image in the circle. So plugins have different plugins that you can just research online. Shadow kit is actually for adding shadows to your design. So there are actually many plugins you can actually use. So now this last tool here I'll be teaching you about is Ant tool. So very easy to use, also known as H. So when you click on the Ant tool, you can actually move your file, your Figma file to different directions easily. So you can actually move it easily to different directions for easy flexibility. Okay, so that will be for it. That'll be for it. And one thing again I actually want to teach you in this Figma is actually your prototyping. So after designing, one thing you have to know how to do in Figma is actually how to do your prototyping. So I'll be actually creating another video on how to do your prototyping in Figma. So building your let's give us an example. You're given the job, or you're given the job to do a work or design a mobile app for a brand. So when you're asked to design a mobile app for a brand, one thing you have to you do is prototyping. So I'll be creating a video on prototyping, so for easy accessibility, and for you, my viewers, to be able to view and also learn how to prototype. So thank you for really watching this video, and if this video was really helpful, please kindly like and subscribe to this YouTube channel, because on this YouTube channel I'll be creating more videos, posting more videos on how you can actually improve yourself in design and different softwares. Yes, and how you can improve your skills in design and different softwares. So lastly and foremost, if you check up here, you see you have the untitled. So when you want, you can just name your file. So you can just name your file. So when you click on the untitled, so you can just name this file as Figma. You can name this file as Figma. So when you name this file as Figma, that means you're naming the file you're working on. So you can just name it and press your enter key. So you see our file automatically renamed itself. So just thank you for actually watching this video to the end, and I really appreciate. So see you in the next video.